Welcome to the Vulnerable Room. Hey boo, and welcome on back to yet another episode of the Vulnerable Room podcast. I am your lovely and beautiful host, Darnique, and we are on episode 8 of season 4. I haven't been pushing out content as much as I would like to. There has been a lot going on. Life has definitely been lifing, but don't worry, we will get into all of that. Today's episode is called Healing is Ghetto Sometimes, because let's be real, growth don't always feel good. It's uncomfortable, it's isolating, it's ugly crying in the car type stuff, but it's real. So before we get into that, I gotta catch y'all up to speed about what's been going on. I know everyone has been ranting and raving about Forever on Netflix. Y'all, I watched this series in literally like 2 days. And I cried, and I cried, and I cried. Why? Because it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful to see how young love was portrayed, especially young black love, how it was portrayed in this Netflix series. One thing about Mara Brock Akil, she is going to give you an amazing series. She gave us gems like Girlfriends, Being Mary Jane, Love Is, The Game. I could keep going on and on and on, but Mara Brock Akil is really that girl in Hollywood, to me at least. So, Forever takes place in this modern reimagining of Judy Blume's groundbreaking novel. Two black teens, Keisha, a driven track star, and Justin, a talented musician, navigate first love, identity, and family expectations in 2018 Los Angeles. As they fall for each other, they also confront what it means to grow up, chase dreams, and find themselves. This is a coming-of-age, heartfelt story filled with warmth, intimacy, and emotional depth. I had to take a break after episode 7 when I caught myself boo-hooing uncontrollably. It's just... In short, nobody loves like this no more. That teenage love affair just brings back so much memories, so much innocence. And I am so happy to know that they were renewed for season 2, because we need to know what happens next. So if you haven't checked it out, please, please, please do. And let me know your thoughts. Slide in my DMs and we can chat about it. So, next order of business, me and my lovely line sisters, we took our talents to Jamaica to celebrate our 15th anniversary. Wow. Even saying that aloud just now just sounds crazy because it feels like it was just yesterday. We're getting old, y'all. But what an absolute honor to celebrate 15 years of sisterhood and a lifelong bond in Jamrock. Everybody thinks that I've been to Jamaica before. I don't know, maybe it's because I say bumbaclot so much. But that was my first time in Jamaica. And I had so much fun, and I will be running it back. I see why Jamaica is such a vibe. Jamrock was the perfect backdrop for such a beautiful milestone. We made it out of the group chat, y'all. Like, wow. From college girls to grown women, we're aging like fine wine. The growth, the glow, the sisterhood, truly unmatched. This trip was one for the books. No matter how near or far we are, or how much y'all get on my nerves sometimes, we're bonded for life. Are you dumb? And I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you to New Sai, Do or Die, for molding us, loving us, and helping us grow. I love y'all. I love my line sisters. State of Emergency, Spring 10, number 7. No, let me stop. I love y'all so much, and this was a great time. And if y'all would love to see the content, the recap, follow me on TikTok or follow my personal page. I'll be posting on the podcast page as well, so you can see my recaps, because it was not easy to do, but I did it, Joe. And it came out super cute. So yes, Shamrock, Jamaica, you will be seeing me again and again and again. My belly was swell, food was good. I had such a time. I don't know what it is. I just feel like the islands just bring out a glow in me. Like it feels like home, but it's like a new place filled with their own culture. But most of the islands feel like home to me, and I love it. So cheers to 15 years, and cheers to another stamp in the passport. So I realized why it was just been a lot of weird energy in the air. And that's simply because it is Gemini season. Y'all are stanking and ranking up the air. Let me stop. Geminis, y'all right. Okay. But happy birthday to any of my listeners who are Geminis. I don't have that many Gemini friends. I think that's very telling, but let me stop being shady. But happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday to any listener or any viewer that is watching, listening. I hope your birthday was filled with lots of love, joy, and I pray that this new chapter brings you everything that your heart truly desires. So Father's Day was also this month, and I would just like to give a special shout out to all the fathers, father figures, and men showing up with love, patience, and strength. Happy Father's Day to you guys. And a special shout out to my dad, Roy. I'm not going to say a whole government, but thank you so much for being an amazing dad. Today we honor the protectors, providers, listeners, and leaders who shape us with their presence. Dad, thank you for being a protector. Thank you for showing me how a man is supposed to treat me. Okay? Thank you for setting the example. I love you so much. I'm literally like your twin, which is why sometimes we bump heads. But like, I look like you. It's so crazy, y'all. As I'm aging, I'm looking like both of my parents. But when I was young, they'd be like, yes, that's Roy's daughter. I'm like, okay, we get it. I look like my dad. But yes, we look alike. We do not tolerate no nonsense. And you have always taught me to speak up for myself and don't allow and accept the bare minimum. So Daddy, thank you. I could continue to go on and on. Anything with my car, you are there in the drop of the dime. Even if you're fussing, you're tired, you are there. So that is why the bar is set high for my future partner. Okay? I ain't playing, y'all. You better be stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my daddy. But nah, in all seriousness, whether you're dad by blood, by love, or by choice, thank you for your sacrifices, your hugs, your advice, and your unwavering support. You matter. You're appreciated, and you are loved every single day. Shout out to all the Black fathers out there, especially. Thank you for breaking the cycle. Thank you for ending the generational curses. We see you, we honor you, and we love you. Also, happy Juneteenth, y'all. Happy Juneteenth. Juneteenth, celebrated on June 19th, marks the year in 1865 when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas were finally informed of their freedom. 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. It's a powerful day of reflection, joy, and resilience, honoring Black freedom, culture, and the ongoing fight for justice. Now recognized as a federal holiday, Juneteenth is a time to celebrate progress while acknowledging the history that brought us here in the first place and the work that still lies ahead. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wake up every day thanking the Lord, Father God, that I am a black woman. Okay? My roots, my lineage, my history runs deep and is rich. Okay? I love it. We embody it each and every day. And I am just grateful. I wouldn't, like, honestly, y'all, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. I absolutely love being black. Yes, it's exhausting sometimes. But in this moment, I am a proud and will forever be a proud black woman. Thank you, God. That's all I got to say. Because what's understood doesn't need to be explained. It's time for some book reviews. So, since the last time we spoke, I've completed 2 books. And the first book is entitled Brooklyn by Tracy Brown. So this was book number 11 for me. And then the second book, entitled The Tenant, was book number 12 by Frida McFadden. And let's get into it. So Brooklyn was selfish, money hungry, and willing to cross anyone to get ahead. She learned it from her parents, but at some point you have to stop using your past as an excuse. Just when I thought she was changing, boom, Brooklyn is back to her old ways. Knowing this was Tracy Brown's final body of work before her passing makes it hit even harder. She left us with a powerful, layered story. Moral of the story, be mindful of the bridges you burn and the people you hurt. You might not survive the fallout. So I would rate this book a 9 out of 10. It was definitely a great read. Book number 12, The Tenant by Frida McFadden. This one was decent. It's not my favorite Frida McFadden book, but still worth finishing. The twist was surprising, but didn't hit as hard as her other books. I'm also kind of over the quote-unquote perfect savior guy character. Would love to see something new from her in that department. So this book pulled me in right from chapter 1, but lost a bit of steam toward the end. I'm glad I gave this book a chance, and this is one of her new books. So yeah, you could give it a chance, but I would rate this a 7 out of 10 because I wasn't that floored. I wasn't wowed. It was just like, oh, okay. Beautiful gowns, in the words of Aretha Franklin. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for some room for advice. Guys, this is my new segment on this season for the podcast. If you have any questions, you want to give someone a special shout out, you want to just show some love, you have a topic you would like to briefly discuss, please click on the link in my story or even in my bio on the podcast page and feel free to record. It's so simple. You click the link and you press reply and you start recording. You can do it on your phone. Easy peasy. You can remain anonymous or you can state your name at the beginning of the recording. So without further ado, let's dive into this message.
Good morning, grad school friend. This is Mai just dropping in to say I am so proud of you and the work you are doing. Keep shining, keep expanding, keep doing your thing, and may the Lord direct your paths. Just keep putting in the work, keep showing up. Okay, just sending you love. When I'm back on socials, it's up. All right, girl. Bye.
Oh, thank you so much, Mai, for your kind words. Aw. To give you guys some context, I met Mai. I met her during grad school. And grad school, for the most part, was virtually. And shout out to Icon School of Medicine. But anyways, we met virtually. We had a lot of the same classes together. She graduated before me because she started the program before me. But it's just so amazing how we clicked. And to this day, we still chat from time to time. My girl is married. She got a baby right after grad school. Okay, goals. So I am so happy for you. I'm so proud of you too, girlie. We're both very, very passionate about Black maternal mortality. This is Black maternal health, period. So we bonded off of that too as well. But again, I appreciate your kind words. And I hope so at some point we can get together very soon. Y'all, we met virtually. This is so crazy. Like, you can meet people online and you can formulate like a relationship. It's pretty cool. Creepy at the same time, but it's cool. But in this case, very cool. But we both are of Caribbean descent, and that's another way we bonded too as well. So, girly, I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to meet your little baby, your little pudding pop, and we will link and catch up very, very soon. Continue to keep doing your thing because you out here doing your thing too. You may be low with it, but I see you, girl. So, yes, I will see you soon, lovely. So let's dive into today's topic. Today's topic is entitled Healing is Ghetto Sometimes. Because let's be honest, healing is not the soft candlelit yoga on the beach moment Instagram makes it out to be. Sometimes healing is crying in the shower, ghosting people you love, and battling with your own damn thoughts. So if you're in a season of growth that feels more like survival, this episode is for you. So what inspired this episode? I had a moment the other day. I was crying in the shower and also at work pretending not to care. I don't even remember which, but I just sat back and thought, this cannot be the soft life I manifested. I'm doing the work. I'm choosing peace. I'm in therapy. I'm strengthening my relationship with God. I'm saying no more, and yet it's still hard. And I realize healing is ghetto. Like 1 star would not recommend, but it's necessary. The not so pretty parts of healing. Let's talk about the ugly side. The side nobody really posts about. First, the emotional whiplash. 1 minute you feel empowered, the next you're triggered by a text message or something you saw on TV and you're spiraling. You're either setting boundaries or breaking down over setting them. Ain't no in between. Then there's grief. Not just grieving people you lost, but grieving the old version of you. The version who tolerated more, who laughed things off, who didn't feel every damn thing so deeply. But that version, she wasn't at peace. She was performing. Healing also costs you people. People who don't recognize you anymore. People who say you've changed, like it's an insult. Yes, I've changed because I had to. Because that old version of me would have let you get away with too much. And let's not forget the isolation. Nobody talks about how lonely healing feels. You outgrow places, people, habits, and you're just standing there like, okay, now, like, what's next? Now what? What I'm learning through the ghetto. But even through all of that, the chaos, the confusion, the silent battles, I've learned some things. I've learned that healing doesn't mean you stop hurting. It means you choose differently when it hurts. You choose to pause instead of explode. You choose to leave the room, pray, journal, whatever your tools are, working out, etc. I've learned that peace isn't passive. You don't just have peace, you fight for it. You protect it. You pay for it in tears, in silence, and hard-ass decisions. And I've learned that you don't owe anyone a pretty process. You owe yourself honesty, softness, and space. So if you're in the middle of your own healing journey and it feels heavy, messy, or like you're taking more L's than lessons, let me remind you, you're doing better than you think. You're breaking cycles that didn't start with you. You're learning to choose you, even when it feels selfish. And no, healing might not always be soft, but it's sacred. Say it with me. Healing is ghetto sometimes, but I'm still doing it. Healing is ghetto sometimes, but I'm still doing it. If this episode spoke to you, send it to a friend, drop a review, or just DM me and tell me your truth. We're all healing in our own ways, and this room is always here for you. No matter what you're going through, just know that this too shall pass. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. You may feel like you're in a dark space right now, even though we have entered the summer season. Life is lifing for every single person, including myself. I feel like I'm experiencing burnout from work, people, places, things. Like I am tired. But I keep saying to myself, this feeling is only temporary. Things will get better. I am bigger than my situation. And those are things you have to start speaking to yourself. Start speaking affirmations. Start speaking life into yourself. And on that note, I would like to leave you with a quote. Healing isn't about becoming who you used to be. It's about honoring who you survived to become. I'm going to read that again. Healing isn't about becoming who you used to be. It's about honoring who you survived to become. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tapping in. Until next time, keep it raw, keep it real, and keep showing up, even when it's ghetto. I love you all. Be safe and enjoy the beginning of your summer. Turn that frown upside down. You are beautiful. You are worthy. This too shall pass. Bye. Come on, y'all. We know these combos ain't for the faint. Thank you for listening to the Vulnerable Room podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, head on over to Anchor or Spotify to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Follow at The Vulnerable Room on Instagram or visit thevulnerableroom.com for the latest tea. See you next time. Love you all and have a great week.